Galnet News Update, 3rd of February 3312.
Some members of the Distant Worlds 3 expedition have expressed disquiet about the unexpectedly long distance to the next waypoint. But first, there is concern that a Vox Galactica report may have been influenced by agitators keen to see an end to the ceasefire. Creating a narrative of Antal versus the Empire, the article, authored by Ernesto Rios of Vox Galactica, suggests that the three Imperial powers, plus Grom and the Alliance, have signed a non-aggression pact, leaving Antal as the plucky underdog. It also incorrectly states that Imperial powers hold the majority of the 49 systems around HIP 87621, whereas in fact Antal holds more systems than any other power, and Antal and Grom together hold 22 systems, 4 more than the Empire's 18 and the Alliance's 9. The Federation continues to hold no systems at all. The only significant sign of undermining this week is in Senator Petraeus' stronghold system, Col 359 Sector RX-R C5-1, which looks likely to be demoted to fortified later this week. It's unclear who's behind this activity, but it appears to be focused on that one system. If the ceasefire generally holds, then the October Consortium may have to rethink its distribution plans for the health-related miracle drug it is developing from the Radicoida tree.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the galaxy, some participants in the Distant Worlds 3 expedition are complaining that they've been forced to spend a third week aboard one of the expedition carriers, after the distance to the second waypoint was revealed as almost 3 times the advertised 5,000 light-years. Participants in the expedition were told to be prepared to jump 1,000 light-years for 5 days each week, that ships do not need to be engineered, and that a ship with a jump range of 33.4 light-years would be sufficient for the trip. Experienced explorers, of course, ignored this advice and brought fully engineered Mandalays or Caspian explorers, but anyone bringing an unengineered ship would have to make more than 400 hyperspace jumps this week to arrive on time at the next waypoint. This leg of the expedition has turned out for some to be more route march than exploration trip. A spokesperson for the expedition explained that they could not help how averages work, but they have since increased their estimate of the average distance between waypoints by 50% to 7,500 light-years. Remaining on one of the carriers remains an option for those without a suitably long-legged ship, but there's only so much CQC you can play, and not all explorers enjoy prolonged exposure to combat. Another alternative is to use the excellent Spanch route plotter, which can in some cases halve the number of jumps required to complete a long-range journey, or simply take your time and enjoy exploring. If you fall a little way behind, you'll be able to catch up eventually. With the carriers currently stretched out along the route to the second waypoint, it should be relatively easy to hitch a ride part of the way, hop off for a little exploring, and as long as you have the 4 carriers bookmarked, to rendezvous with one of them to complete the journey.